Welcome, Libra. I have pulled for you the Page of Pentacles card for this full moon in Gemini happening on the 15th of the month. This is describing your ability to step back from the development or the visualization of something that you want to build and thus plan, and doing the detailed work, including taking on any opportunities to learn things in a way that is different from what you have done before, and that may be challenging you to see things differently, to apply your skills in a new way. This is about the practical details of getting something done. And this also indicates, as it's a page, an openness, a beginner's mind to learn to do things differently in order to get a different achievement or effect. And this is, hi, I'm Regina from Pacific Tarot. I am doing a general reading for the full moon in Gemini. And to that end, this reading may not resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below, where I'm featuring a half-off sale through the end of this year. Thank you to all of you that have participated. I'm going to start with your 10th house. This is your social identity, the way others see you. And I have the Two of Wands. And this is regarding approaching something that you want to build afresh. This is the background. You have anchored yourself into your skill set, whatever that may be. You are questing to learn more about something that you are not familiar with. You're looking to other communities, other fields of interest, other audiences, other clients or students that are less familiar to you as a way of expanding. The expanding requires you to imagine the idea you have for a plan in a different way, and that is what is necessitating the ability to, or the willingness to do things differently, to learn, to expand upon the skills that you are going to immediately employ in the development of a plan or a proposal. And that, of course, leads to actions, but you're looking at the practical details at this point. In the first house of your perspective, the Queen of Pentacles is really backing up this idea that no matter how imaginative, lofty, transnational, diverse, inclusive your plan is, you're looking at the practical details that adhere to the building, the development of anything that will be successful. And this is an area where you are very experienced. You are particularly experienced taking ownership of an effort that includes other people, other elements that are going to create the working machinery of this abundance that you're creating, that's going to generate abundance through new ideas and the actual mechanics of being in attunement with natural flows and stages of development, and with the other people with whom you are working, and taking a fair amount of responsibility for, as in managing their effort, making sure that they are working at their optimal level, that you are training them or showing them how to work in a way that supports the collective's success. In the fourth house of your home, your history, your domestic environment, this can also be family. The Six of Cups is talking about a deeper reconnection with your talent or gift. This is the anchor from which you are launching this new idea or this thing that you want to build or create. So this comes out of a talent, this comes out of a desire that is heartfelt, a way in which you are maximizing not simply abundance, but feeling good about what it is you do. This is about the how you're doing it, the how you manage others, the way in which you experience not only eventual success, but the exercise of your gifts. And this is something that you're modeling for others, that others see, that provides a lot of influence through your grace, your enjoyment, your pleasure, sometimes your playfulness, but your lack of judgment and agenda, rather the provision and care with which you attend to all the parts of something that you are marshaling in order to be successful and to work towards the goals that you've identified. In the 7th house, the house of your significant others, we have the Sun card. And this is reinforcing, I believe, not only this idea that you have come to a place where you are nurturing your potential, you are actively claiming and pursuing your dreams, the things that you desire. There feels like a lack. There is no holding you back at this point. You love what you do. You love what you want to do. And that love, in fact, is what actually is modeling the way that you work with others and influencing their participation in this project from the same place of strength, of joy, reminding everyone involved that this is about trading in the abundance of the world, understanding that we are in an abundant universe, that there is no zero-sum game. If some get less, then others will get more. That's a falsity. That is, in fact, a lie that is promoted by those who simply want to gain more and have convinced us all that we must accept less so that that's the natural order of things somehow, though that's what smart people do. We know that isn't true. We know that there's enough for everyone, and that's the world in a larger philosophical sense that you're working towards, the freedom to pursue your own growth and expansion, the freedom to improve upon your efforts, to include more people, to be informed by the traditions and the information of others. So this is really where you're finding your greatest sense of self-respect, self-honoring, this belief in your higher self and in a better world. If this reading is resonating for you, Libra, please like this video, please share this with others, and please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all of the support that you give me, and I pulled the humor card. I choose to focus on the lighter side of light. And it's so interesting that the Sun card is the ultimate illumination, right? This is not only light, but it is growth, it is warmth, it is joy, it is purity. And that's a way in which no matter what your labor entails, no matter what your goal is, no matter how you are serving or who you are serving, and in many cases, many of you are serving some of the most underserved people, some of the most devastated regions in the world. You have tapped into the lightness, the joy, the laughter, the humor, jokes. Can we have some jokes? And this is a beautiful commitment that you've made to the light of the world, the lightness, the sacredness, the privilege of being a part of an abundant universe. In the first house, the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Cups. I'm almost getting a sense of a power couple here. This is not the traditional coupling of a same sign king and queen, assertive, receptive team. But with the sun in your 7th house, I'm really feeling that you are teaming up, partnering with someone who very much helps to guide the receptive energy, the lessons learned, the maturity, the advisement of handling and managing people who have suffered, who have been through something, who have been hurt, who have understood how their vulnerability has ended up serving them in the very way that they've overcome hardship. So overcoming violence, exploitation, catastrophe, whatever way in which you are serving, this component indicates your maturity in knowing that everyone doesn't work the same way, everyone doesn't need the same things, some need more than others, and simply sharing your story of overcoming challenges, tragedies, pain, suffering is what provides the example and the influence on others that they may need. This is the gentle touch. In the 4th house, the 6 of Cups is clarified by the 6 of Pentacles. This is interesting because I don't see any swords here, but you are an air sign, the sign of air. This is not a sword, but this is about understanding that all exchanges of energy are negotiable. This is about the fair distribution of resources, making sure that not just those for whom you're responsible for, but that in your own dealings with relationships, and this may particularly relate to your family of origin, but it can have to do with whatever domestic environment you find yourself in. And what you're learning is that being clear about your agreements with others is a form of not only equity and justice, a fair distribution of resources and responsibilities, but it's also a kind of protection for you who are a natural provider, a natural caretaker, so that it is automatic for you to give, to take care of, to fix things for others. It makes you feel good, but it is so often exploited. You're very aware that you have been taken advantage of, and in order to protect yourself from that, the resentment that you feel when you feel that you're doing all the work, but more so that helping others is not always helpful. And that there's a way that you can, again, provide a model by being rigorous in your explicit agreements, simply realizing that all exchanges of love, money, energy is something that is negotiated, must be clear, must be stated. This is asking for what you want. In the 7th house, the sun is clarified by the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is about having learned what you can learn from a certain emotional situation. And I'm sensing that a family situation or a very foundational team or collaboration you work on, particularly for those of you that work at home or work as part of a family business, you've learned all that you can learn. You have gained and benefited from the development that is available to you in this environment. You are not about shunning or separating yourselves permanently from this, but you're looking for a bigger challenge. Hence, you're planning something. You're looking to build something. You're looking for ways that you as a person can grow, can fit your skills in a way that will be challenging to you for a greater goal. And in the 10th house, the 2 of Wands is clarified by the 4 of Cups. part of your quest for understanding the next big thing for you and the next steps that you can take towards that, and even planning about it, thinking about it, proposing it to yourself and to others, is this exploration that you're about. And this is really grounded on the idea that you have come to understand how to choose opportunities and relationships that support you, that understand your value, because now you understand your value. You're no longer satisfied being assigned a role and complying, conforming to that, and seeing others around you become successful or pass you by in a way that is in part the result of your lack of clarity about what you want, your belief that your role is to help others, period. Of course, ultimately, we're all here to serve at some level, but you have a right to and are deserving of success on your terms. And you have mounted this new quest, this new proposal, a new idea, because you have gained the confidence from a new emotional and cultural foundation for yourself. You understand that actually, if you're not manifesting the things that you want, if the offers you're receiving are not adequate to your understanding of your value, what you bring, then you can manifest something different. You can ask for something different. You can do something different. And this is still part of a tremendous growth path that you're on, but it's one that's already yielding you incredible results in terms of the way you feel about yourself. It's no longer about a struggle, a competition, being overlooked. It's simply about you deciding what you want to pursue and pursuing that. And that in and of itself gives you incredible satisfaction and is a sign of respect and self-honoring that in the past you might not even consider the offers that were made to you. You would have just taken them. And now you've realized that, wait a minute, I can actually ask for what I want. I may not get it, but I can talk about it. And if there isn't a negotiation as part of the offer, then it's probably not something for me. And I love this for you, Libra. I'm going to finish up this reading with Flora and Fauna of Africa, and hope that you've gotten some insight from this. I will post some additional videos on one side or the other of my head at the end for your continued enjoyment if you'd like more content like this. And I pulled the ostrich, and the key word is grounding. You've been out of touch. It's time to get back in tune. Keep your head held high, moving forward. Thank you so much, Libra, for this reading. Until next time, Namaste.